Hello, this is Professor Harper and a short overview of magazines for History of Journalism at Temple University. So, the first magazine that we saw was in 1665 in France. It was an intellectual journal and set the tone for a number of magazines that existed throughout early magazine history. In 1741, the first magazines appeared in the American colonies, American Magazine, General Magazine. And in 1879 to the 1890s, it became a critical change for the distribution and the sale of magazines because the federal government lowered the postal rates for magazine, and it also started free delivery service so that it allowed magazines to go throughout the United States at a relatively low cost and with expedient delivery. A variety of things started in just before the turn of the century and the 20th century, and then shortly thereafter. In 1883, Cyrus Curtis starts Ladies' Home Journal here in Philadelphia. In 1914, the New York Times uses uh, a high quality printing, rotogravure printing for a magazine supplement. And then you had Henry Luce in 1923 started Time magazine and a variety of other magazines that were part of the Time Inc. empire. 1925, the New Yorker started publication, and here's where we see, some great journalism still today, and where we will find John Hersey's Hiroshima. 1936, Life magazine, part of the Time Inc. empire, was launched of basically a photo magazine. And in 1945, John Johnson started Ebony, a prominent African American magazine. 1953, Hugh Hefner started Playboy. 1972, Gloria Steinem launches Ms. Magazine. In 1989, Hispanic Magazine issues its first edition. And then you have the beginning of online magazines and publications, if you will. In 1996, Microsoft started Slate as Slate.com, which continues today. And one of the key elements of the interplay between online publications and printed magazines occurred in 1901 when America Online merged with Time Warner, which at the time was the largest media merger in history. And so, just so a brief overview of magazines, basically to give you some background of the progression of magazines, particularly in the United States. So that's what we have for today, and thanks very much, and we'll see you online.